What up? Jeff here with all my Bitcoin renegades. And today we're going to do a video that I had a couple of my subscribers ask me about. And that is for up and coming projects. So there are a few that have been around for a little while that I want to talk about. One of the major ones is called Yoke Data. Yokdata. Yoke Data. And it's actually a company out of the Netherlands. And what they are is a company that encrypts file storage and provides storage for companies to encrypt their files or to store their files. And they have a coin that is used to run the network and pay for stuff or it's pretty cool, actually. If you want to check it out, check out the white paper. It'll tell you exactly what it's about. Like, I don't have the paper in front of me, or I'd read it to you. But, yeah, just check out that Yoke Data. And I can actually go in here into my Telegram and show you the group that I'm talking about, actually. Let's get up here. Yoke Data right here. And boom, there's the Yoke Data chat, 9,184 Yoke Data. I actually made over $1,000 off of Yoke Data. I only invested $20 and I made $1,000. This was a pretty good project. How it's doing right now, I'm not 100% sure on that. I can't even check because it's night mode. But if it's not in night mode, you can go to press CC Yoke price, and then it will give you the price of Yoke Data right now. Let's see if we can't go up a little bit and see if someone did that recently. Yeah, right here. Okay, the price is 7 cents right now. And it actually went all the way up to 11 cents before. I got in when it was like about 2 cents, 3 cents. And it went all the way up to like 8 cents when I sold it. And I made a pretty good, profit off of that. And I might have even got it for a lot cheaper than 2 cents because I got it off a CC tip. And I paid basically not a lot. And the airdrop that they gave me was pretty good. And this is a cool project. It's in Netherlands. Check it out, guys. And if you want to check out the group over here on Telegram, you can do that. We have a building Telegram chat group for the Bitcoin Renegades. And that is in the description below. And that is where we're going to have the meeting intermediary point for all of the giveaways. That way I can make sure that I am in direct contact with the person who is the winner, and that the right person gets paid. And because the winner, the money's only ever going to be sent out one time, no matter if it gets messed up or not. I'm sorry about that. That's just the way that it goes. We will take precautions, guaranteed, and I will try to connect directly with that person, in several different ways if we have to, just to make sure that it's actually that person. So that being said, Yoke Data, pretty cool project, pretty cool coin. And I'm actually going to give you guys some to watch out for. eCoin, this one right here, eCoin official, garbage. This is a complete scam. The funny thing is, if you look this up online, which I did, I looked up eCoin, and it said that they already were a scam company before out of, I guess, Switzerland or something. And the Swiss government got involved and shut them down because they basically just made up a blockchain the first time. There wasn't even a real blockchain. They just said that there was, and they just scammed people out of a bunch of money. Well, then you get to this eCoin, which actually is on a blockchain, one that, you not even really ever heard of. The Tezos blockchain, not Tezos, not Tezos, not Tezos, but Tezos. Tesos. So It's this bogus website, and all they will do is ask you for your phone number, and you'll get harassing phone calls for the next 5 years, or until you change your number. So eCoin official is not official. Scam 100%. And then, that's enough for the Telegram group. I wanted to go into a couple of other projects that you might want to look out for, and one of them is actually on Coinbase, and you've seen me talk about it with a buddy of mine when we did the buying crypto with a buddy video. And so what we're going to want to do is get into Coinbase here. And pop here into Anchor. And guys, it is at $8 or 8 cents. 0.0888. So 8 cents and then 8/100ths of a cent and 8,000ths of a cent, basically. So that's an awesome price. This is not financial advice, but I would buy Anchor at 8 cents all day long. I was buying it at 19 cents before. So when you see something, especially it's down 5%, the market's down right now, this would be a perfect time to pick up like probably $200-300 worth of Anchor. I might even do a little more, because look, the bottom is at 8 cents and 72/100ths. So I would definitely do that. You're almost right at the bottom right now. So this would be the perfect time to buy Anchor. And if you actually look into this project, like we were telling you last time, it's like an internet of blockchains. And so it is a Web3 infrastructure and cross-chain staking DeFi platform that aims to make it easy and affordable for anyone to participate in blockchain ecosystems by building dApps, hosting nodes, or staking. The Anchor token can be used to pay for services on the Anchor platform, such as node deployment and API services, participate in on-chain governance, and also act as an insurance for network participants. And this just has a lot of cool stuff going on with it. You check out the official website right here through Coinbase, anchor.com. And if you look at this, connect to Web3 in minutes. And they support more than 40 blockchain protocols for staking or developing purposes. So, I mean, Anchor is just a really cool project that, interacts with a lot of the other protocols. And I just think it has a bright future around it. Coinbase does not take on every, altcoin that comes around. They pick and choose, really established and good projects. So I would definitely recommend Anchor. Not financial advice. That's just what I think. It's a great project. And you guys were asking me about, good up and coming projects. And this one is very, fresh still. And not a lot of people are talking about it. I actually haven't heard one person on YouTube talk about Anchor yet. So I really think that it has a bright future. I think that as long as you can get it at a reasonable price here on either Coinbase or Coinbase Pro, then you can make a nice profit. I would, like I said, I would put a couple $100 in at this level. Myself. It's less than $1 billion market cap. It is a low volume coin. It's not a high cap coin, but it's a really cool project. And another one that I think is awesome, and you've heard me say it before. 64 cents. Look at this, the graph. The Dirty Gertie. You heard it before. You heard it here. This is it, Dirty Gertie. And it's at 64 cents. So, remember, if you watched my videos from before, I said, man, if this got to $1.20, I would buy it all day long. and it's down to 64 cents right now. 7% on the day in the hole. So I would definitely pick this up right now. And the cool thing is, while I'm making this video, right this very second, the price is about the lowest it's been all day, and close to the lowest it's been all week for altcoins. That was the original dump after the Elon Musk tweet right here. But besides that, we're kind of at the lowest we've been in altcoins, besides once since the dip. So I think as Bitcoin recovers, it will start to bring altcoins with it. And let's go into talk about Bitcoin too. We have to mention some Bitcoin, of course. And I moved all my Bitcoin off Coinbase, a very tiny amount. So we're looking at a $36,733 Bitcoin right now. So what do you guys think that means? Do you think that we just keep hitting the 40,000, marker, and then the 30,000 marker? Well, actually, we only hit the 30,000 marker twice. We hit it once, and it was 31,100, and then we hit it below at 30,000. But ever since then, we have been putting in lower highs, but we have not been putting in lower lows, and that's key. When you continually pound on something, whether it be resistance or support, if you hit it enough times, everyone in the market knows if you hit a level enough times, it's going to break through. It's like hitting a wall a bunch of times, whether it be wood or if you're hitting a concrete wall with a smaller type wrecking ball. It takes a couple times, but eventually it's going to break through. And since we're not hitting the $30,000 level over and over, I don't think that we're going to go down below 30,000. Now, if we kept bouncing off of that level and weakening our support at that level, then I might think, yeah, okay, we might actually break the $30,000 level, and we might go way down to 20,000 and test the previous all-time highs. What I'm thinking is happening, and what it looks like in what I've done my research and looking at, is we keep hitting this $40,000, right around that mark barrier. And we keep hitting that over and over and over again. And like I was saying earlier, you hit the wall enough times, it's going to break. So we're not hitting the $30,000 barrier over and over, but we are hitting right around the $40,000 barrier over and over and over. So that tells me that we are heading to the upside. It's going to break, hopefully, our resistance and flip it to support. And then, I think it's probably going to head up to about the $50,000, maybe $55,000 level after that. And then I would have to reevaluate the situation and see what's going on. But I see a good recovery in the near future. I don't know exactly how long that could take. It could be, it seems like it wants to go sideways for a little while longer. Unless we get some news or a definitive pattern in the charts. I mean, we can go over to Bybit and check it out. Not Bybit, BitStamp. I don't do Bybit. Okay, it's RSI. Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's kind of weird looking right there. It's only this part of the top, So, yeah, I might want to actually This thing's a pain in the butt on the phone. It's a lot easier on the computer, though. I mean, we got this weird looking pattern right here. And, I mean, it's not really anything. I don't really see anything here right now. I mean, it could be... No, I mean, I'm just not seeing anything. You guys might be seeing something that I'm not. Yeah, it almost looks like a head and shoulders pattern a little bit, but I wouldn't even say that. I mean, if you guys know, what that is, or if there's something I'm not seeing. See, when I don't see anything myself in the charts, that's when I go and look and see if other people are seeing anything. So right now, I don't have anything definitive in the charts that is telling me that we're going to have a breakout or a breakdown anytime soon. We are moving into a bull trend right now, at least on the 1 hour chart. Let's see on the 4-hour chart. We are moving into a bull trend on the 4-hour chart as well. You see how it goes down like that in the red right here? And then the green, it's starting to put in higher highs and higher lows after that. That means it's reversing from a bear trend to a bull trend. So we just moved into a bull trend here on the 4-hour and the 1 hour. And then on the 15-minute chart, we are still in a bull trend. Actually, the 15-minute chart, you can see over here, we were in a bear trend right there. And then we had a quick little reversal, and then another little 15-minute candle in the bear, and then we turned bullish right here. And we are red on this 15-minute one, so we'll see. From here, it looks like, we're holding steady at this level. I don't see anything special in the charts right now. Let's check and see if there's any news that we need to, be concentrating on that's going to affect the price of Bitcoin either way right now, either negative or positively. Texas greenlights state chartered banks to custody crypto. That sounds pretty good. That's pretty good news. We might go into that. Let me just see what else we got here. Hedge fund are rolling out of Bitcoin future. Here's what is good news for crypto. So it's talking about the hedge funds and, probably liquidations. This is probably a lot to do with leverage trading in Bitcoin. And, I just try to stay away from that. But there's a lot of money in that. Hardware, Bitcoin, and crypto wallet manufacturer Ledger completes $380 million fundraising round. So I'm not sure what that's for. If you guys want to see me go into each one of these, I can, go in and talk about them if you'd like. But for right now, I'm just going to go into this top one here and check out why Texas is greenlighting the state chartered banks to custody crypto. And we'll see what's up with that. I don't know if it'll even let me read it. Some of these don't always let you read them, but let's see. In a June 10th notice, the Texas Department of Banking gave state-chartered banks the go-ahead to custody crypto assets. The notice is simple affirmation that standard risk-based assessments by the bank themselves are adequate to provide cryptocurrency custody. The Department of Banking wrote, "What virtual currency custody services a bank chooses to offer will depend on the bank's expertise, risk appetite, and business model. For instance, the bank may choose to allow customers to retain direct control over their own virtual currency and merely store copies of the customer's private keys associated with that virtual currency. Alternatively, the bank may cause the customer to transfer their virtual currency directly to the control of the bank, creating new private keys that are then held by the bank on behalf of the customer." So those are two different huge things that it's telling us there. The first thing is that you would maintain partial ownership over your keys. So they will have custody of them, but you will have access to the keys. So you know how they say your keys, your crypto. So the bank is also going to have custody of that crypto as well. So what that tells me is if you owe the bank any money for fees or for overdrafts or anything else that they can get their hands on, then they're going to, hold your crypto hostage until you pay their fees or whatever they need you to pay. Or, you get along with the banks and it works out well. So it depends on whatever your experience is with the banks. And I just think it's awesome because it's one step closer to mass adoption of Bitcoin and of cryptocurrency. I've never been one for a one world currency, just because everybody thinks that it brings on the apocalypse, and I don't want to get into all that conspiracy theorist stuff, but one world currency I've been hearing about since my childhood, and so now that it's happening, it's kind of freaky. But I think Bitcoin is an awesome thing, and I think it can be an easy way to send money to your friends and family. I know when I've had to use Western Union before, it's always been a pain in the butt. I've always had to drive long distances to go to Walmart and then have to pay these giant fees to send money to my family. And most of the time when I used to do that, I didn't have a whole lot of money. And so those $20 fees or whatever, it was a lot to me at the time. And so now crypto has found a way to really lower that. And if you really want to get down to the nitty gritty and don't want to pay a lot of fees, if you think, $5 Bitcoin fee is a lot, you can go to privacy coins like Dash. And you can withdraw for less than a penny. I mean, there's some coins that hold their value pretty well and are just ridiculously cheap fees, like Dash. I can actually go in here and show you Dash Coin. It's on Coinbase as well. I actually use it as one of my main cryptocurrencies to move my crypto around when I want to move stuff around and the price is kind of stable. I mean, as stable as it gets. When I see the price isn't moving around too much on any crypto, then, I'll do some quick trades. I'll trade to Dash, and then if I have a lot of different withdrawals to make to different places and I'm going to end up having to pay a ton of fees, well, I'd rather just consolidate it all into Dash, and then whatever place I need it to send to, then I'll trade it back to whatever crypto I need to trade it back to at the time, and that ends up being cheaper than paying a ton of fees. You do pay fees when you trade the crypto, but you're talking like 40-cent fee compared to sometimes a $10 or $20, even hundreds of dollar Bitcoin fees. When the market is up, when it's up to like the 65,000, remember when the $1,000 fees were coming in? Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit on the $1,000 fees, but it was hundreds and hundreds of dollar fees. Right now we're lucky because the market's kind of down. We aren't paying big fees, but wouldn't you rather trade it over to Dash and pay like a 1-cent fee instead of paying a $300 Bitcoin fee? I mean, I really like Bitcoin and everything, but it can never truly be a currency of the people with that high of a fee, because then poor people won't be able to use it. Especially, what are we going to do when it's up to $500,000 a coin and it costs $1,000 to send any amount of Bitcoin? So anybody with less than $1,000 won't be able to send Bitcoin, and anybody over $1,000 is going to have to pay a giant fee. So hopefully that gets worked out. If not, that's why you need to get your Bitcoin and hold it now. And get it to where it needs to be. Put it in cold storage till you're ready to sell it. Don't be moving it around a lot, because every time you move your Bitcoin around, you have to pay a fee. So just remember that when you're buying your crypto and stuff. So normally what I do, I buy a lot of it and let it add up before I move it. And then when I move it all at once to a cold storage wallet and a hardware wallet. That way it's safe and secure. So that being said, you know what time it is. Goodbye and good Bitcoin. Bang!